Well, hello, and happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome to this week's live stream. Very sorry if you had a huge amount of gormless face at the start of this. I couldn't get the streaming software to work. I'm also very sorry that I'm late. I've been sat here for the past 10 minutes trying to get the live stream software to actually work. And it hasn't, so I'm very sorry. We had to switch plans, but we're here now. So thank you all for your perseverance and for joining us, even if it's a little bit later than planned. But I do have my cup of tea, do have trusty water as a backup, and we have got all the time in the world to talk through all the comments, answer any questions that you guys have, and yeah, just get into things. Now, so yeah, apologies for the lateness. Now, before we do delve straight on in, I just want to quickly do a bit of the housekeeping, just to say, if you're new here, welcome. Here on Mad About Skin, we do these live streams every other Saturday, 6 p.m. UK time, which is 7 p.m. European time, which is usually, though there has been a little bit of a time change, 10 a.m. East Coast time, 10 a.m. West Coast time, 1 p.m. East Coast time, and somewhere in the middle of the night if you're watching in Australia. Now, I am going to caveat that with, I know in the US, I think the clocks have changed. They haven't changed here in the UK. So this week, we might be on a little bit of a different time zone. Let me know if that completely threw you. We go through all the questions in the order that they came in. So if you've got a question, a comment, anything at all, drop it in the comment section and I'll get round to you. I always just like to say a huge thank you and a shout out to Tom, who as always is moderating on today's live stream. Wouldn't be able to do it without him. So a big thank you to Tom. And yeah, I think now, should we just delve straight on into things? Right. So, big hello to Amy, who says, we're at 1 p.m. Central Time today. The time change thing is totally goofy. Yes, for those of you confused by the time change, we haven't changed here in the UK. I think we're changing next weekend, the weekend after, sometime like that. And yeah, that throws everything out. Personally, I wish we ditched these time changes. I think they're annoying. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So, Amy, sending you lots and lots of love at 1 p.m. Central Time. Tom, also not a fan of the time change either. Eloise, great to see you. It says, oh, just had a new bathroom fitted. So now arranging my Mad About Skin products all neatly. We love a new bathroom refit. It is an excuse to, declutter the skincare collection, prioritize everything laid out neatly. Yeah, we love that. We love that, Eloise. Hopefully you're enjoying many a relaxing moment in your new bathroom. Jill, great to see you. Sending you so much love and hugs. Nancy says, hello, Rob. Thank you for all your hard work. Oh, thank you. No, thank you for watching. Said, would you name one or two products that are especially good for helping uneven skin tone and texture? Yes. So for texture, urea is my favorite ingredient. It's like a protein softener, so it'll soften all the skin down. So if you've got texture and you want everything smooth, urea is your best friend. Go for a high concentration, something like 10 or 15%. Transparent Lab do my favorite urea products. For uneven skin tone, my favorite hidden gem is tranexamic acid. I think that works really well. Skin 1004 do a really good tranexamic acid serum. So those would be my two recommendations. There's lots of products with those ingredients in, but those would be my two personal recommendations. Danny, great to see you. Sending you lots and lots of love. Hell's wonderful to have you, and sending lots of love over to Cyprus too, where I learned, thanks to Hells yesterday, that if you're living in Cyprus, you can get tretinoin over the counter. That's very convenient. Another great reason to move to Cyprus. Gorgeous weather, lovely food, amazing people, and over the counter tret. I think, can we ask for more? I don't think we can. All right, I'm just going to check the internet connection, make sure that we're all good on that front, which looks like we are. So for a change, I don't want to jinx things, but we've not had too much tech issues recently. But our little issue this morning before the live stream. Internet-wise, we're looking good. So, before I answer any more of the comments and questions, I do just want to do a very quick update. So, quite a few of you will have ordered the Mad About Skin multi-peptide serum. It's not called a multi-peptide serum, it's got multiple peptides in. That will be shipping in the coming week from Monday. So, finally got all the export permits sorted, the products sorted. It's all good. It's taken a lot of effort, but this week we are all sorted. So, if you've ordered the peptide serum, it will be shipping this week. I'm doing all the printing off, all of the sorting out for this weekend, and it'll be shipping from next week. So thank you so much for your patience. For those of you that have pre-ordered that, it will be going out. If you want to just buy it on general sale, it'll be on general sale from the end of next week. I want to prioritize all the pre-orders, get all, because there's been so many of them, which I'm so thankful for. So it's not too late. If you wanted to pre-order, you can still pre-order now, www.madaboutskincare.com, and your order will be going out next week. We are very close to the rebrand. For those of you who've been with the channel some time, you'll know from my own skincare brand, we're doing a full rebranding exercise, improving all the packaging, changing everything from the names to the logos to everything. Only thing that's not changing are the formulations. All of the out of stock products that you see on the website will be coming back as part of that rebrand, but obviously in their new packaging and in their new formats. So if you're waiting to, and thank you so much for everyone that's reached out asking when certain products are coming back. I love that there's some pent-up demand, so thank you. It does make me very happy. But they will be coming back soon. We're just in the final touches of getting all of that rebrand sorted. We don't have a lot of stock of anything left, but we do still have some sunscreens left in the old packaging. This is the old packaging. The new packaging is just amazing, jaw-droppingly amazing. I think so. I might be biased. So we are going to be extending the buy one get one free that we have on the retinol oil to the sunscreen as well. And the reason I wanted to stay on this live stream very quickly before we get into the comments and questions, just wanted to say, if you've pre-ordered a peptide serum, obviously if you just want to do buy one get one free on the sunscreen, you can do that now. Go onto the website, put 2 in your basket. When you get to the checkout, one of them will automatically be free. You don't need a code. Just put 2 in the, if you put 4 in the basket, 2 will be free. 6 in the basket, 3 will be free. It works like that. So you can do that now. If you've already pre-ordered the peptide serum and you thought, oh, do you know what? I will stick on the sunscreen while it's buy one get one. Why not? If you have already done that, just send an email on the contact us section of the website. Just send an email and say, I pre-ordered, I want to add the sunscreen to it, and we will do that for you. We'll sort it out for you. So if you want to combine it with that, so it's just one parcel, you can absolutely do that. And if you've already ordered one sunscreen as part of your pre-order with a peptide in, don't worry about it. I'll throw in the extra free one anyway. I'm doing that as standard, so you don't need to worry. If you've got a sunscreen that's in the system yet to be dispatched, I'll be putting the free one in anyway, so do not worry about that. You know me, I've got you covered. But I did just want to say, and that will enable us to clear the decks of all the existing product that is left in the old packaging, ready for the new packaging and the relaunch, which I am so excited. And I've got my meeting with the branding team next week to talk about launch and the marketing around it and everything. It suddenly seems real. A lot of work still left to do, but I'm working through it. It suddenly seems very real. So thank you so much to everyone that's been asking about it, and hopefully that's a little bit of an update to give you guys. Suzanne, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Hopefully you're back to full fitness, because Suzanne, for those of you who don't know, has been feeling a little under the weather for a couple of weeks. Just had that relentless cold that a lot of us have had. I can empathise to that. So hopefully you're back on full fitness, feeling fabulous, and I'm going to send you so much love. And just saying, give the old baby a bath whilst watching with us. Well, we're sending you, Damien, and Jan so much love, Suzanne. Nancy says, are you familiar with the Revive Serum's Ultimate Serum? I don't know how to pronounce that. So it has growth factors and now exosomes. I do not know anything about that, Nancy. I have my trusty pen and paper here. Let me make a note of that, and I will check it out after this live stream. Thank you so much for the heads up. I love your guys' recommendations. They're always so useful. A lot of the products that I try, I literally only try because you guys have said, oh, have you tried that? I really like it, or whatever. And I think, okay, I'll give it a try. And I'm always so impressed. So thank you, everyone, for your recommendations. Keep them coming. I love to have your recommendations, and love to try out the products that seem to be working well for you. Pauline, great to see you, my love. Happy Saturday. Fristerberg says, hello, everyone. Hope you're all well. I am Fristerberg. Hope all is amazing with you too. Great to see you, Heather and Rita, sending you both lots and lots of love, and the same to you, Labrexa. So Stephanie says, happy Saturday. Instead of banning TikTok, ban the time change. Stephanie, yes. Absolutely. Can we priorities, people? I love it how all those congressy people in America are, you know, foaming at the mouth trying to ban TikTok. You think all the other problems and this time change, you could be doing something to get rid of that. Let's focus on the priorities. We've got it coming in about a week, 2 weeks time here in the UK. And let me tell you, Stephanie, I'm losing an hour's sleep and I will be a total grump the following morning for that lack of hour. I want that hour back. Jan, great to see you, my love. Scott says, good morning from time change confused Californian. Yes, sending lots of love and time change confusion to you, Scott. I'm going to empathise. I do love, though, I am a total hypocrite because I complain like nobody's business the day after we lose the hour. So we lose the hour and then I spend my whole day complaining that I'm never getting that hour back and moaning. But I never complain when the reverse happens in like October and we get an extra hour in bed. Never complaining about that, am I? So I am a total hypocrite. Yeah, I know. Tom seconds the banning of the time change. International language says, hello, Rob. Hello, all. Sending lots and lots of love. Hope all is amazing with you. Nissa says, hi, everyone. Can't wait for the live stream and for the relaunch. I don't, Nissa, Tom, I can't wait for the relaunch. I feel like it has actually been a full year. I can't honestly believe how long it's taken. I guess some people will say, you know, rebranding an entire range from inception through to printing and filling should take a year. Maybe it should. I'm just very impatient, and for me, it's been a labor of love. But I'm now at the point where I'm like, yeah, do you know what? It can just happen. And I'm glad. I am very, very glad that I've got the branding team and Tom on board saying to me like, no. Do it right. And this is I'm a perfectionist up to a point, and then I'm like, let's just do it. And that's not the right approach. It needs to be perfect right to the very end, because I'm only doing this once. And yeah, so at the moment, we are currently just waiting for, all the components are ready. We just need to marry the two up, and a company that are going to put product in bottle, seal, and done. And that's happening in the UK. So the great news is we've been able to bring a lot of the production to the UK, which is great to minimize air miles from the production process. Obviously, we're still shipping international and everything, but it's nice to be able to bring as much here to minimize overall air miles, which is great. We've had some real success in terms of minimizing the amount of packaging, plastic. We've been able to very exciting. Let me just have a look. I've got these. I actually do have some random, these are some of the examples we're playing around with. I was just looking back at some of the products that we've been working on and different, so we had to choose the colors. Now obviously everything has been overlay printed, everything has gone through a whole process, and the outer cartons are all done and everything. But yeah, we're just looking at colors, and I found these. This is the color we signed off for the larger size balm. So you know, we're doing a balm in a tub and we're doing it in a bullet for the lips for the bullet and the balm for the rest of the body. For the balm size, we went with a rich purple. I found this sample that was sent of the colour that we've gone for. Obviously, it's got a different top and it's got printed over it. But that was the original colour that we went with. I think I got sent this months ago. So yeah, so that was that's the original colour as a bit of a sneak peek for the balm, which I think, and like the frosting, it made me very happy to see that. What else have we got? Oh, the other one I found, I have 1,000,001 samples that I signed off, was we've gone for a pinky colour for one of the products that will just remain nameless. You'll be able to see on the relaunch. And obviously this, when it has product in it, changes the colour of it and overlay printing. This is like the coloration of one of the products, which makes me very happy. Again, it's actually got a pump on, so this is the wrong top, so we'll ignore that. But went for the coloration and the touch and the feel, and then we print over the top of it. Very, very exciting. When I saw these, I was like, oh my god, we've gone so much from that point. Like when we talked about that point, we've come on so much from there. But that's a little bit of an idea of the colour palette. But yeah, there's a lot more has happened since then. But when I found those, I thought, oh, you know what? I am keeping all the samples. Not that I think I need any of them, but it's kind of part of the process. So yeah, I am kind of keeping them. Try says, let me know what you think to those colours, if you have any feedback. I mean, it's too late to do anything, so be nice with your feedback, because things are printed and overlaid in their thousands. But I would still like the feedback. Try says, happy Saturday, all. Always nice to be able to spend some evening in the company. Thank you. Lovely to see you too. Everyone's talking about castor oil these days. What's your opinion? Oh, castor oil. Now, I will say, so with castor oil, Huge trend in skincare. People are going mad for it. Like a lot of things, there's always a trend, and then everyone jumps on the trend and says how amazing the trend is, and then it disappears. I think castor oil will be that. Um, I think the issue is, I always say look behind the trend. Is castor oil good for your skin? Yes, it can have many benefits from hydrating. There are some elements of anti-inflammatory benefits to it. So yes, castor oil is good for the skin. Is it good for everyone? No. I break out horrendously if I use castor oil. Like, it's my number one acne trigger. So I would say to anyone that has breakouts and acne, avoid castor oil, or at least patch test very thoroughly before you apply it to the full skin. For other people, I think it works quite well. I think if you've got very dehydrated skin, it can work well. It's a very easy product. It's a very cheap ingredient, which is great because it means cost effective. So yeah, I think castor oil's fine. I just know it's not for me, and I know it's not for a lot of people with acne. So I would just say, if you've got acne, before you jump on that bandwagon and join the castor oil club, think long and think hard, because it's a terrible idea for a lot of us. An absolute terrible idea for a lot of us. So let me just have a look and see where we are with the comments. Yeah, oh, Danny says, following on with Transparent Labs products. Oh, yeah, so I did a video earlier this week talking about Transparent Labs Urea line, which I love. And honestly, I think it's because of the price point. So if I know so many people have tried that product on the back of the video and ordered it, and I think it's because of the price point. For £14, it's kind of one of those products you think, I might as well give it a go. And see, I've been thoroughly impressed with it. Their serum is great. It's Transparent Labs are from the EU, I think the German company. So easy to get if you're in the EU or the UK, slightly harder internationally, but they do ship internationally. And Danny was just saying to me on that video how much she loved the whole brand, like thought the whole brand was amazing. And I did say, okay, well, don't gatekeep, give me the product recommendations, I need them. So thank you, Danny, for coming through with with recommendations. So Danny says, it really recommends the PIH serum with encapsulated tranexamic acid, azelaic acid, niacinamide, and kojic acid. I didn't even know that existed, Danny, but that sounds amazing. And the PIE system is also good, and the Super C serum. Okay, well, I do know, Danny, that they're having a sale at the end of this month. Someone else, from their marketing team kind of let me in on that. They've got a sale this month. So I'm waiting till the end of the month when they have a sale, and I'm going to be buying probably all of them. Everything you've recommended, Danny, because they all sound absolutely amazing. So thank you. So yeah, if anyone else has experience like Danny with Transparent Lab or Niche Beauty Lab, which are their sister brand, let me know, and I'm happy to try more from them. I've been so impressed with that Urea line. Amy says, Rob, can we please have an update on products, relaunch, and fur babies? Yes, Amy, you can. I've done most of that, but I'm going to tell you anyway, Amy. If you've ordered pre-ordered the peptide serum, going out next week. Amy was the very first person to pre-order it, and there's an extra special something going in that parcel that I've already just arranged this week as the first orderer. So yes, the sunscreens buy one get one free. If you want it, put two in the basket. On checkout, you'll only be paying for one. And the relaunch is very nearing completion. We've just got to work out the final bits, and it's taken a little longer this last stage than I thought it was gonna, but it's worth getting right because I want everything to be perfect for you guys. And so yeah, as much as I'm fighting my I'm so impatient, and I'm fighting my urge to just click launch now. Everything has to be perfect, or it doesn't happen, in my view. Nah, and I keep telling myself that. And in terms of fur babies, what have we got going on in the fur baby life? Well, Marcel and Leo are living their best lives and scampering around endlessly. I am moving to a new house in May. So total new setup from May. Which probably is terrible timing with the relaunch and everything happening all at once. But I think, you know what, throw yourselves in there. And yeah, the new packaging, I've rented out a whole new space because I'm going to have to employ people to support with getting orders out. Because I've reached complete capacity from the use of friends and family. I've maxed out on all that. So I'm going through the process of employing someone from May to help with all of that, and so things have got a little crazy, but that's next to the new house, which is even better. And Marcel and Leo will have even more space to scamper around in, which is great. I will make sure we do puppy at the end of this live stream. There will be Puppy V. I know he's sat outside the door. I don't even have to look. He's sat outside the door. And I will make sure that you get Puppy today, I mean. But how are you, my love? How is everything with you? Nissa says, oh yes, no one needs a time change. We still go through it here in Germany, and I'll just be confused for 3 straight days. I know, it's only an hour, and yeah, it impacts me for the entire week. I don't know how I manage that. Amy says, Rob, any new favourite products or brands? Yes. So I would say, if I'm going to say for the past 2 weeks since the last live stream, what have I tried? What have I used, loved, thought about? I would say probably favorite new brand is Transparent Lab. They're amazing. It's also really nice to find European brands. I know that they're not accessible to everyone in the world, so I would say that. But since recently, the European Union implemented some changes to increased regulation and some increased tax and VAT specifically things, which means if you're a business outside the EU trying to trade with the EU, it's a lot harder. There's just a lot more paperwork. And I know a lot of brands have kind of, Timeless are a great example, have put off launching in the EU because they're like, it's just not worth it. By the time you've done all of that, it's not worth it. I can say, as a brand owner myself, I can see it's very frustrating and very cumbersome at times. But I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's worth putting the effort in for the consumer. So I'm always happy to do it. But some brands have opted out. So there is a lot of cases that I know from you guys where I'll say, this is an amazing brand, or, you know, this is great. And you'll guys that come from the European Union be like, oh yeah, we can't get that here. And it's quite frustrating. So I am on the hunt for good quality European Union based brands that I can also recommend as well, so that there's lots of choice. Transparent Lab are one of those. So my favourite EU brands are Transparent Lab, love. Geek and Gorgeous, obviously, they're amazing. Ship internationally, but they're based in Hungary. And I really like Revox. I think they're also Hungarian. They're another really great brand. So they're like my top 3. So yeah, so I found Transparent Labs, which is great. I've kind of rediscovered Stratia. I used to like Stratia, but their shipping costs were quite a lot here in the UK, so they fell off the radar a little bit. And then I realised that they actually have, hands down, the best growth factor serum ever for the price point, and that kind of made me fall back in love with them. And yeah, so I would say Stratia, not a new brand favourite, but a rediscover it. And I think their Rewind serum and their Interface serum are my 2 favorite discoveries this year so far. I will say, if I'm already planning, so I tend to plan like content months in advance, and I'm already planning for like my mid-year favorite brand kind of video that I tend to do every year. As a spoiler, at the moment, I'm really tempted to give it to K-Secret. I just love all of their products. They haven't done a bad product. I love all of their products, and I've just tried their new sunscreen, and it's amazing. I love their eye patches, so good. I really like their snail mucin. It's the only snail mucin that I've used that I actually can tolerate and that doesn't make me feel grossed out. Yeah, so I'd say at the moment, if I had to have a favourite brand at the moment, it probably would be K-Secret. Plenty of time for that to change, but I'm going to throw that in. Let me know, guys, what's your favourite brand? Throw it in, drop it in the comments. Danny says, at the moment, have a little rash on my cheeks. I love this. So when people say put ATM, as in at the moment, always gets me confused, because in the UK, we sometimes say ATM as in cash machine, you know, the thing that you put your card in and get the cash out of the wall. That's what I call ATM. So when I see that, it always confuses me. But I know you mean at the moment, have rash on my cheeks, face. Thank you. Glad we clarified that, Danny. Glad we clarified that. I'm trying a cream with zinc and B5, just trying to calm down the dryness and itchiness when I can get an appointment with the derm. Any suggestions? You know what? Honestly, Danny, I would say, when it comes to rashes, in general, I would usually say the less we do, usually the better it is. I think we always, when we get a rash, we pile things on to try and calm it down. I think that can make it worse. Generally, I think when the skin's reacting, you're best just doing nothing. Zinc is like the #1 best thing. If you look at like nappy rash creams, you look at healing creams like Sudocrem, all of them zinc based. So honestly, I would probably say a zinc based nappy rash cream probably is going to be the best thing, because then when you actually get to see the dermatologist, they'll work out what it is. It might be a reaction to something, it might be a hormonal thing, it might be an underlying skin issue, it could be, a million and one different things. And I always think the risk is we use things that end up making it worse. So when I had, I can only pass on the feedback I got, when I had a rash all here, awful. And I went to the dermatologist, took me a couple of weeks, and I did just do that. I used Sudocrem to calm it down. I'm not sure it did anything. It didn't make it worse, and I think at the margins it helped. So I did that, and I took an antihistamine, because I remember the online doctor, when I did the online consultation, was like, I'll take an antihistamine. Worst case scenario is it does nothing. Best case scenario, it might actually help. So I guess my advice, I could pass that advice on, Danny. I would say go with the Sudocrem, with the nappy rash cream, something with zinc in. Take an antihistamine, because what's the worst that can happen? And then hopefully that should help. But keep us posted, Dan, if it's not private. Keep us posted with what they say, because I'm always interested when people have had an issue with something like that. I'm always interested in how that kind of plays through, and passing on any feedback and things that people might have. So yeah, we'll be very, very interested. Wanted to say a big thank you to Teresa and to Jill, both of who have ordered whilst I've been on the live stream, from the peptide serum, getting ready for the peptide serum pre-launch and getting all that sorted. So thank you very, very much for your orders. If anyone else wants to order now, they can have a shout out. I feel like I'm on TikTok doing one of those live packing things. Do you remember? I wasn't coordinated enough to pull that off. Let's see. Amy says, suggestion to Danny, stop wearing diapers on your face. Well, you know what, Amy? There is always that. I would say, Danny, if that's your problem, sort that out first. Suzanne says, thank you, Rob, for waiting for us to finish the baby bath. You can start now. Oh gosh, am I so far behind in the comments that we haven't even got to the point where I started? Right, I'm going to hurry it up. I'm hurrying it up. So let's say, Tom was laughing about his dog Lola getting her business right, and I was like, oh, she's starting her own business. No, she's just doing her business outside, which is a big milestone. As an owner of a dog, I think we can all appreciate that moment where everything happens outside and you don't have to worry about your carpets anymore. It's like a hallelujah moment. Any dog owner will fully appreciate that moment, and we're celebrating with Tom because that moment has arrived. So let's see. Jan says, okay, Rob, you can start the live stream now. I'm here. I wasn't, though, Jan. I wasn't. That was the problem. Let's see. Eloise says, my daughter is busy making me a cottage pie. That's a good service. We like that. A, I love cottage pie, and B, getting someone else to make it, that's a genius idea. Dino says, eagerly awaiting the Mad About Skin peptide serum by my mailbox. Can it be used for the allies of skin, vitamin C, AM, and Tret in the PM? Yes, and double yes. I created it with the encapsulation, so you don't have to worry about your vitamin C's or your Tret. We can put that discussion to bed forever. If you use the Mad About Skin peptide serum, you will get all the flexibility to use it with every single thing in your skincare routine. Yes. I did that deliberately, because I'm like, you know what? Nobody has time for having to think long and hard about what to do with this and that and the other. No. Make it simple. So great question, and thank you very much for your order. Coacher says, hello from Germany, sending love to Germany. Catherine, great to see you, sending love to Ontario, all the way in Canada, which, according to Tom, not too cold in Canada at the moment, which is good. It's just raining and horrible here, as always in the UK. We're hoping for spring anytime now. Ria, great to see you, my love. Silky says, greetings from Germany, sending love to Germany. Suzanne says, lovely glow, Rob. Thank you, Suzanne. That means a lot to me. I am feeling a little bit, should we say, what's the right word? Tender today. I had this morning, I should have said earlier on the live stream, this morning I went to have a mole removed on my chest here-ish. I won't poke that too hard, which honestly wasn't painful. Done. Slap a bandage on, we're good to go, and honestly, it's fine. It wasn't painful. Now, though, I am very much aware it's there. And Marcel jumping on my chest just before the live stream probably didn't help, but it's fine. And yeah, I had that done. So now I feel like Yeah. Anyway, that's off my mind because I was worried about having it done. Now it's done. Obviously, these things are never as big a drama as in our heads we make it. But I am feeling just a little bit like a little bit tender. Let's just put it that way. But I will just say, do you know what? Just put it out there. Get your moles checked. Always get your moles checked. I fully advocate for that. I know it's easier said than done in certain countries because here in the UK, it's a nightmare. It's honestly like the hardest thing in the world. I was lucky enough to be able to pay to visit a private dermatologist. It was £200, which I think is a bargain for peace of mind, but not everybody can afford that, and I get that. In the UK, it is a nightmare to actually have it checked, getting the appointment and having it checked on the NHS. A nightmare. So really the only way to do it is private, which I don't think is okay, but it is what it is. But do, if you can, get it checked, get the moles checked, and look all over your body, look at everything, take pictures, do what I do, take pictures on your phone. I've got a whole folder just titled moles. It's riveting if you ever want to look. But I take pictures of them every 6 months and I compare and contrast. And I'll drag my mother into this and get her to have a look. What do you think? Do you think it's changed? And I only spotted this one because it changed from, like, it changed size and had it removed. And it's all good. All good. Zero, like, issues whatsoever. So just the message out there. Get it checked. You know what? You can't put a price on your health. Get it checked. And obviously I would say now, wear your sunscreen. I didn't. I'm paying the price now. I loved a bit of sun worshipping. You pay the price down the line. I know. Wear your sunscreen. And I will happily say, I will say out to my mother, if she's watching, I will say to my mother, you were right. I think sometimes we have to admit in life when our parents are right as much as we are. My mum was a sunscreen fanatic and we would be on the beach and she would be chasing us around, spraying us, lathering us on with the sunscreen. We were always those kids that were pasty white and with all the sand stuck to us because she'd put like 18 layers of sunscreen on and you'd have to scrape it off in the shower afterwards. And we hated it as kids and we hated the way that mum was with sunscreen. And as soon as I got to 18, went on a beach holiday, got absolutely burnt to a crisp, got my killer tan, used a few sunbeds. I was like, yeah, yeah, I know better. If I hadn't behaved like that between 18 and 25, 26, life would be better now. Just going to put it out there. Mother was right. So if you're watching this and and your mother's saying use sunscreen and you're not, make sure you are. If you are a mother that's badgering your kids to wear sunscreen, please promise me you'll keep doing it because they might hate it. But trust me, if I'd have listened to my mother in this instance, I won't admit she's right all the time, but in this instance, I would be a lot better off. And get your moles checked. There you go. That's my little public service announcement. Get them checked. It's fine. My dermatologist got to see every inch of my pasty corpse here. And I felt better for having everything checked over and getting it all sorted. Let's see. Kelly says, love your moisturizer, Rob. It's a lovely, breathable, wax protected barrier. Best thing I've ever used. Thank you, Kelly. And you are going to love the new packaging. So the new packaging, when it launches imminently, is going to have a pump. It's going to have, we've been able to change the packaging so it can extend the shelf life of the product. It's, yeah, a lot of thoughts go into it. I hope you love it as much as I do. Ashley says, so happy to be catching this. Hope you're keeping well. I am, Ashley. Hope you are amazing too. Sweet tea, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Amy says, let's all move to Cyprus. We are, Amy. Join the club. We're all moving. Kocho Robert, hope I said that right, says, lol, being such a skincare nerd, you know what countries have over-the-counter goodies. I know. I am the total nerd. I also have fear of missing out. So when I hear that one country has something and I don't have it, I get that full fear of missing out. And yeah, I know. I am a full, unapologetic skincare nerd. Yeah, no apologies, just full nerd. Let's say it as it is. Robin, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Lara, great to see you too. Marble says, for the cost, Neod copper peptide is wasteful in packaging. I do think, yes, I think it is a higher cost copper peptide option. I do think it's a very well formulated copper peptide, I will say that, but it is definitely the higher cost for sure. Let's see. So Suzanne says, yeah, the kid is sucking the life out of us and is also fabulous. We're a little sore and sleepy because of house renovations, lack of sleep, but Jamie's great. That's amazing. Suzanne, that makes me so happy. And I'm locked out of my Facebook Messenger. I wanted to send you a message because I get all my news about you guys secondhand through Tom, and I wanted to log into my Facebook Messenger so I could send you a message and get it firsthand. And I'm locked out and I don't know my password, and I've changed phone numbers and I can't recover my password. So that's where we're at with that. So sorry that I end up living your life vicariously via Tom, our intermediary, but it is always great to hear from you guys. Hopefully the renovations are going well. Jan says, I can't wait for the UK to change the clocks and make the live stream midnight instead of 1 a.m. in Thailand. This is true. I always, one of the good things about this time change period is whenever I'm chatting to Tom, his Canada lost now. Canada moved 4 weeks before the UK, which means for a 4-week period, there's only a 4-hour time gap, not a 5-hour. That's very convenient. I'll say that is very convenient. So Jan said, I had to go buy a backup tube of tretinoin after I saw your last video this morning. Yeah, a lot of people are worried that tretinoin as an ingredient is being banned. It's not. There are some changes. Whether you think those changes are for the good, for the worst, I'll let you guys be the decider on that. But there are some changes. And I do think, personally, I think they're for the better. But that's just personal preference. And so I know a lot of people were panicking about what's happening with Tret and what's going on. Nobody needs to panic. Nothing dramatic is happening, just a few tweaks here and there. But yeah, I know, Jan, if you can stock up, why not? And the fact in Thailand, you can walk in to a pharmacy and buy it over the counter, again, very jealous. Oh, let me just see where I am in the chat. Oh, there we are. So Silky says, what about the collagen spray? Reveal worth the hype? Oh, like the sound of it. Let me make a note of that. Haven't tried it. I do like collagen. Every time I mention collagen as a topical application, someone always goes, it's too big to go into the skin. It doesn't do anything. It does. It hydrates. It doesn't lead, I always say it doesn't lead to more collagen in the skin. We know that. It's fine. But it still is a really good humectant and hydrates. So I like collagen. So if anyone comes at you and says, it's pointless, it doesn't work, just try it and you'll see it works. It works for hydration. I think that's the difference, hydration. If you're expecting to apply collagen to the skin and get more collagen, doesn't work for that. It's too big to do that, which is fine, but it works. So that's the distinction worth to make. So I do think a collagen spray, like you mentioned, might be a really good way of just getting extra hydration in the skin. Might give that a try. Suzanne said, I've been loving the new information that came out about urea. What a game changer. Can't wait to try the new fight hyperpigmentation. Yeah, and I thought of you, Suzanne, because again, Transparent Lab, easy brand to get in the EU where you guys are based, so hopefully their shipping costs and stuff shouldn't be too much. But yeah, my motto is always about kind of working a bit smarter, not harder. So you don't always have to have a million products in your routine to get results. You just have to have the right products. And I think that's where, the difference can come. So knowing that, looking at some studies that show you can use your tretinoin or retinol, whatever your preference, alongside urea to double down on the hyperpigmentation fighting element of it is great. Urea is a wonderful ingredient. It works for everyone. Lots of cheap products out there that contain it. So use a urea alongside your retinoid, extra benefit without breaking the bank. And I think this is really, I think this is key. And I love reading these studies where you can kind of just get a little extra without having to pay a whole lot, because you know me, Suzanne, I'm cheap. If I can get extra without paying extra, I'm all for it. Tanzina says, kind of suggest copper peptide serum, not the ordinary one, like something else. There's lots of different ones. So Naturium do a really nice one. I have my own, which is on pre-launch at the moment. So my one and the Naturium one are both encapsulated. So that makes it easier to apply into your skincare routine without having to worry about layering and pairing. So I think encapsulation is the way forward. But if you want an unencapsulated version, Medicate do a great option that I really, really like. I like the AHC eye cream for face, which is the Korean brand that has copper peptides and is really good as well. Those would be my recommendations. Depends if you want encapsulated or non-encapsulated. Both work the same. I find encapsulation is easier to apply into your skincare routine and easier to use. A lot less stressful, just works. Also, universal, won't cause any sensitivity, whereas some uncapsulated ones could. The drawback of encapsulation is you tend to have to wait a little bit longer to see the results. Not a whole lot more longer, but a little bit longer, because that encapsulation just delays the release of that copper peptide, which is beneficial, but you can delay the results slightly as well. So it's all about balancing what's right for you. Hell says, Rob, I went to buy the urea 10% and the assistant told me it's for hands. What's the difference? Oh, this I find baffling. This I find baffling. So we do have, when it comes to urea, lots of people, traditionally we've always used it on our feet. And this is a really old mindset of urea is for the feet or the hands. It's not, it's an ingredient. You could absolutely use a hand cream on your face. You could use a face cream on your hands. Like, it's skin. It's skin at the end of the day. So yeah, 10% urea generally is fine for everyone. 15%, fine for most, but it might be a little sensitizing. So if you go to buy urea at 10%, you can absolutely use it on your face. Patch test obviously helps, but yeah, absolutely fine. It's a very old mindset that urea is only for the hands and feet. I don't know why. There you can get for the feet. You can get one that's up to 50% urea. That is way too strong for the face. Great for the feet, way too strong for the face. So there are some limits. 10% and 15% I think are great for the face. 5% if you're very sensitive skinned. Anything over 15% I wouldn't use on the face. But yeah, 10% is fine. Even if it says, honestly, Hells, if it says hand cream, you can use it on your face. 10% urea hand cream you could use on your face. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's skin at the end of the day. I would patch test as I would anything, but yeah, you absolutely can. So no, Hells, I think the reason you were probably told that is a very old mindset. Urea's been used for years for hands and feet. On the face, for some reason, people won't use it, but it's absolutely safe and it's absolutely fine. So hopefully that helps. Georgie, hope all is amazing with you. Says, happy Saturday, loving Mad About Skin community. And Rob, love, love, love. Love, love, love to you. And sending lots and lots of love to Ukraine, where I know you're tuning in from. So yeah, sending you lots of love. Robin says, was watching your new video on Korean retinol from The Modernist. Oh, yes. I do think Korea are leading the charge when it comes to newer retinoids, newer formulations. I will give that one a check, Robin. Thank you for the heads up. Yeah, so this is a good point. So Hell's 10% might be a bit too strong on your face. That's why they say for the hands, where the skin is tougher. It's true. I use 15% face serum, no problem at all. I know some people that can't tolerate more than a 5% of urea. So I would say kind of just experiment a little bit with strength. Obviously, the stronger you go, the better and quicker the results. But 15% is fine for me. Particularly if you go for the transparent lab serum, it's in a dimethicone base, so that'll minimize the irritation. 10% is great for a lot of people. 5% if you can't go stronger. It's all about kind of working out, yeah, what's best. Hell says, yeah, my skin can handle a lot, so can mine. With the exception of vitamin C that my skin is a bit reactive to, my skin's practically nuclear at this point. So Georgie said, Rob, love the colour turquoise on you. Thank you so much, Georgie. This is a Primark jumper. It's very warm. It's very cozy. It's also a bit big on me. So because I've got a big plaster thing here, I'm trying not to let stuff touch it too much. So I'm wearing this. It's kind of a bit oversized, which I like. It's very comfy though. Very, very comfy. Yeah, Sweet Tea says, Suzanne, I hope you've got a place to go and everything's okay. Yeah, Suzanne, I hope your house renovations, whilst nobody wants to move, nobody wants to renovate houses, nobody wants all of that. Trust me, I'll be doing that in a couple of months. Nobody needs that in their life. The end product always is the best. I think sometimes fate throws rubbish at us to see how we react, and then we look back and think, this was for the best. I have every faith, Suzanne, because you and Jan are two good people, two nicer people for it not to work out. I like to think that the world rewards nice people. That I might be deluded in thinking that, but I like to think the world rewards nice people, and you guys are some nicest people I've ever known in my life, and so you deserve to be happy. And I know your new house, when it's ready, and when all the stress is gone, will be like, dream. I know it. I'm manifesting it. And it will be, Suzanne, I promise you. Georgie says, Rob, also a question. Is there a chance you can extend the 2-for-1 sale till at least the beginning of next month? Right, so, Georgie, good question. So at the moment we've got at the moment we're trying to sell through our existing stock of product. We have a few cleansers left, which will be gone very shortly. We have a reasonable amount of oils, of retinol oils, and a lot of sunscreen in the old packaging. Now, I want to clear the decks before we come out with the new packaging, because I always think, you know, shift everything and then we can bring the new packaging in. So I'm in the process of cleaning the decks, which is why we've got the 2-for-1 on the sunscreen and on the retinol oil. Put 2 of either one in your basket and you'll get one of them free at checkout, and that will be going until they're sold. So I will extend it until they're sold. So yes, Georgie, you will be fine. It will be there at least until next month, or until things are sold. I want to clear the decks so we can get everything sold, ready for the relaunch, which I'm very, very excited about. But I also want to give you guys, I hate waste, so I was never gonna, because we were talking about options with what to do with any leftover old stock that we have, and the branding team were like, well, you can either sell it now, you can either waste it, except write it off, move it on, which I would never do because I hate waste. There are so many people in the world without things. It pains me to waste anything I have. So we would never do that, and we could gift it away. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the buy one get one free now. I'm going to clear the decks. If there is anything left at all at the time of relaunch, which I don't think there will be based on current trends, but you never know. If there is anything, I'll be giving it away to some of the local charities that we have around here. So someone else can benefit from it. So don't worry. Not a single thing will end up in a landfill. Not a single thing. Do you know what? I was just going to say, right, story time, people. I had a little bit of, a bit of a, should we say, a trying moment this week, where went to... My car was left due to somebody else. It wasn't me, but it's fine. I lent my car too. It's fine. Came back. My car was left unlocked overnight. Not good. Check your moles, lock your cars. Look, these are the 2 things I recommend. But yeah, it was left unlocked overnight. And some local charming individuals decided to go around and check everyone's cars to see if this is a regular thing. It happens in the UK if ever. People check their car. No one breaks into cars anymore. That's very 1990s. Just check the door, and if anyone's obviously left it unlocked, treat yourselves, feast yourselves. Anyway, somebody decided to do that, and my car was unlocked, and decided to go into my car and steal everything that was in the car. Now, joke's on them, because the sum total of what they actually managed to get away with was my gym bag, which had 3 pairs of used gym boxers and some old swim shorts in there, so good luck making money out of that. Nobody wants that. They took an envelope that had my tax return in it. Well, if they want to pay that, like my tax return, like the amount I owed letter, feel free. If they want to pay my tax return, they can pay my tax return. I have no issue with that. Good luck trying to get anything out of that. And they also took the 3 bottles of the retinol oil that was on the seat. I had 3 of, I don't even know why they were there. Anyway, there were 3 bottles of the retinol oil. Took that. So all I can say is I hope these thieving, trashy people, horrible people that, do things like that, I hope they enjoy my dirty underwear and retinol oil, because that's all they got away with. Which I honestly, I laughed about it. It was fine. There's so much bigger things in the world to worry about. But I did feel like they actually got away with three retinol oils. And I'm like, you know what? How dare they? How dare they? That could have gone to someone who actually deserved it, rather than robbing trash bags. But yeah, I did think I had to I did have to laugh when they opened that gym bag. I bet, because it kind of looked a bit like a carry-on bag for the plane. So I bet they swagged it, got it home. I thought, oh my god, we've hit the holy grail here of someone's handbag. Opened it up and it's just swim goggles and underwear. Good luck to them. But I did laugh. But they did get some retinol oil, which makes me very sad. See. Pandora, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. See, Flower Power says, hi Rob, happy to catch the live stream together. Have you ever tried Fourth Rate Beauty? Would love to see a review. I haven't. Love your name, by the way, Flower Power. That sounds great. I will make a note. What we call it? Fourth Ray Beauty. No, I haven't tried them, but I will. I will check them out, so thank you very much. Pandora says, Robbie, your skin looks beautiful as usual, glowing to the gods. Thank you. I'm calling this nap time chic. I had a nap. I woke up 15 minutes before the live stream, came downstairs, sort of tussled my hair a bit to look vaguely presentable, and here I am. Nap time chic. But thank you very, very much. Eloise says, can't wait to see the new branding. Thank you so, so much, Eloise. We love you. Robin says, sending good moving vibes and sleep. sleep. Yeah, to Suzanne, we are all sending those good vibes. If I was there, I said this to Suzanne, if I was there, I would be helping them move happily. Little bit too far, but I would happily be there. Telephone says, have you ever used 107 Chaga cleanser? No. Great for oily skin. Oh, I've got a good list of things to look up after this. So thank you guys for your recommendations. I'll just make a note of that. I will give it a try. Rain, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Yeah, add Cyprus to holiday list. Buys bigger suitcase. Yeah, join the club. I'll see you at the airport. Margaret says, love the frosty bottles. Thank you. Yeah, we decided to go with the frosting because I don't know. I felt it kind of added a bit of mystique to it, and yeah, kind of elevated it. Now, what you can do with bottles, which I didn't realise, is if you put this frosting on, it ends up with a bit of a tactile finish, which I personally really love. A lot of brands pay extra to have it acid dipped, where you dip it in acid and it makes it like so smooth it squeaks. Personally, I'm not a fan. I prefer a more matte, like tactile finish, which is what you're getting here. Then I learned that acid dipping is actually one of the worst processes for the environment because it gets into the water source and is hideously toxic and so bad for the environment and terrible. I was like, yeah, well, let's not do that. Let's just stick with a slightly matte, tactile finish, which I actually prefer anyway. And if we can save a few fish and not contribute to the world's pollution, that has to be a good thing. So no acid dipping, just a nice tactile finish. Nissa says, really like the colours, Rob. So excited for this. Thank you so much. I'm just excited for all the stuff we've got to go around with the relaunch. There's lots of exciting things happening in the background and I cannot wait to share them. I think it's going to be, yeah, like it's going to be really, really exciting. We were actually talking about... me and Tom were talking in the week about other avenues. One of the branding team suggested potentially renting a space and doing a weekend like pop-up shop in London, which I would love to do. I would literally love to do. I'm not sure on the costs and the feasibility. Obviously, we couldn't do it anywhere but London. I'd love to do it internationally. We couldn't. For logistics, but I'd be very, very, very tempted. That's one of the options we're looking into. If costs permit, we might be able to do that, and then I could be like the greengrocer for the day, standing there behind the till. And see, you've got to try all these things out, and there's lots of exciting things that we can do. So yeah, watch this space. If you guys think that'd be a cool idea, let me know. But there's lots of like options for things that are coming up. Very, very excited. Now I'm going to take a big sip of my tea. I feel like how long have I been chatting? Oh, I'll say full hour, I was 10 minutes late. Full 50 minutes. My tea is now clap cold, so I'm going to take a sip of this. If you haven't already, if you can minimise the chat, give that like button a gentle caress. Honestly, it helps me so much because the more likes these videos get, these live streams get, the more YouTube pushes it out on replay. So just as many people as possible can discover our channel. We are only 7,000 subscribers away from 500,000. Mind blown, and they reckon that we should hit that milestone by the end of this month according to YouTube, which honestly would be unimaginable. Like I can't even tell you unimaginable, because it is April last year that we hit 100,000. So the fact that we've now, yeah, mind blown. So thank you all so much. I'm gonna take a big sip of this. If you are new, welcome, and I'm gonna take a big sip of this. So good. Right. Phoenix says, hi Rob, question for you. I know I should take my skincare down to my neck, but just the front of the neck, all the way around, how far? Well, you know what, Blue, what I would say to you is whatever you're doing is better than 90% of the world. Very few people take their skincare onto their neck and onto their chest. I personally do. Not many people do. So I would say whatever you're doing, it's better than 95% of the world. And I always think we should look at what we're doing right rather than worrying about what we're doing wrong. That being said though, yes, on the neck, what I tend to do in my skincare is I will put it on my hands and I will put it on the neck. You can do it on the ears, behind the ear, around the thing. Depends if you've got hair. If you've got long hair and it's not, obviously don't worry about the back because you don't want anything greasy and, messy. If you're like me, you haven't, do it on the back. I work a little bit into the sides. When I've got a very short haircut like now, I'll work a little into the sides because kind of why not? Especially sunscreen, why not? And take it down. In an ideal world, take it down to wherever you would see the sun. So if you're a lover of a V-neck, then take it down to there. If you live somewhere cold and you're constantly in jumpers, you can stop there. That would be my recommendation. But I always say, whatever you're doing, it's going to be better than 95% of the rest of the world. So don't worry about what you're not doing. Focus on the good stuff you are doing. But if you want to take it onto the neck, back, ears, side, yeah, definitely. Sweet Tea said, Rob, I vote for something deep red or cranberry glass type red in the future. Sweet Tea, your dreams will come true, because that is the colour that the moisturiser tube is coming in. So it's not glass, it's tube with a pump. It is in the most delectably amazing, gorgeous red colour ever. It's a contentious one because we were umming and ahhing about whether we liked it. There's 2 sizes and 2 different colours. I personally loved the red. Some people said it was a bit too stark, a little bit too like wow, and I was like, oh look, what's the point of blending? You might as well stand out in a crowd, and that's what I want the products to do. So yes, you will be getting your very vibrant red. And with the gold embossing, oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. But there's 2 different sizes, so different colours for different sizes. Rain says, it can be good, castor oil, but it breaks me out. Same. Pandorable says, yeah, castor oil. From what I've read, it's not great around the eyes. That is also true. It's not great around the eyes, and it can break you out. Anna says, hi Rob, have you ever tried LED mask? Yes, I can't remember the brand that I did. I liked it. I didn't use it often enough. I think with these LED masks, the technology is there to get some benefit. It's great for anti-inflammatory. It's great for healing acne. It can be great for anti-aging. But you have to use them consistently. I used it. I didn't use it often enough. So I'd say before you jump in and get one, are you the sort of person that's going to use it consistently, or are you the sort of person that's going to forget about it and only use it once a month? If you're just going to use it once a month, it's worthless. Don't waste your time and money. If you're going to use it regularly, it can be really good. The thing I loved most about my LED mask is how soothing, how like relaxing it was. Put it on, lay down on the bed, have a moment of calm with it. That I really liked. And I think that's worth its weight in gold. I just didn't use it consistently enough. So that will be my message out there. I can't remember what brand it was. I will find that out though, and I'll let you know. Blanche says, he says, hello from France, sending you lots and lots of love all the way to France, Blanche. Great to see you, my love. Let's see. Leganza says, greetings from Poland. I love rosehip seed oil. First of all, sending love to Poland. I too love a little rosehip seed oil. One of the few oils that is fine for acne prone skin. Love it. Great. Rain says, grape oil also good under the eyes. I've heard that. I've had that a lot. Robin says, we moved when my youngest was 3 months old and I felt bad for my husband. He did most of it. Beer and pizza helped. This is true. Bribery is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with bribing someone with beer and pizza to get the work done. You do what you need to do. You do what you need to do. Zana says, please let me know how many serums can I use in the routine and when is best time to use fermented skincare. So fermented skincare you can use morning or evening. Really, I use it both. You can use it in both. How many serums will depend on you? I would say focus on the quality of your serums rather than the quantity. So 2 good quality serums is going to give you far greater results than 5 cheap. Not cheap as in price, but cheap as in cheaply formulated serums. So I'd say focus on quality, not quantity. I would say for the average morning routine, 2 or 3 serums is fine. Average evening routine, 2 or 3, also fine. You know, some people will use 10. But that's not essential. Some people will just use 1 serum. And there are lots of multifunctional serums out there. I created my own. It's out of stock at the moment. But I created that for the person that does just want to cleanse, use a serum, put a sunscreen on and go. And it's fine. So use the amount that works for your lifestyle, your price point, and how much you can be bothered doing. Let's see. Unfortunately, Blanche, my French is not up to the quality of replying to you in French. I will do my best. My French is fine, but probably not for this. But I will try. If you wanted to leave a question in French, by all means, leave it in the main comment section, and I will reply to you in French when I have time to piece together my words and get into the mindset. I will quite happily do that. It might not be perfect French, but I will definitely do my best. Kate said, my Spanish is slightly better. Not great still. Kate says, hi Rob, greetings from Michigan. I was wondering when your super serum will be back in stock. Also loving the Boots brand collagen serum. Love that Boots brand collagen. And they do sell it at Target, which is great, even better. So the super serum will be back in stock with the rebrand, which should be happening imminently. Watch this space, it's happening soon, but it will be happening, and yes, I will let you all know as soon as it happens. I cannot wait. Sweet Tea said, I like hemp seed oil, works on my body without breaking me out. Great option. Love hemp seed in hand creams. It can be a little bit thicker, just a little bit thicker, and I think the hands can need that So I love a hemp seed in hand cream. Danny said Transparent Labs is a branch of Niche Beauty. I think they're Spanish. I think now I've said that, Danny, I think they are Spanish. Definitely think they're Spanish. Georgie said castor oil, while good, is a divisive one. Now tamarind oil is something not everyone's aware of. Should be outlined more in the oils. So I will say, Georgie, tamarind oil is my favourite of all the oils. That and rosehip seed oil. It's amazing. It has a multitude of different benefits. It works for everyone. It's a hidden gem. It does smell like curry. It has a very strong like curry powder scent to it, which puts a lot of people off. I like it, but it does stink. So I'll just bear that in. If you're someone that's very motivated by scent and that would put you off, tamarind oil isn't for you. If you can stand that, honestly, your skin will love it. Deline says, I know you told this probably 100 times before. Don't worry. I don't mind. You can ask. If you don't know the answer, you can always ask. But what can't be used with tretinoin? Okay, the only thing that I wouldn't use with tretinoin, well, a couple of things. I wouldn't use vitamin C in its pure form. I wouldn't use exfoliant. Both of those could cause too much sensitivity. So use them in the opposite routine. And don't use unencapsulated copper peptides with tretinoin because it can decrease the effectiveness of the copper peptides. They would be the only things that I would say don't use with tretinoin. Everything else is absolutely fine. Robin said, did you see that Dr. Idris is now at Sephora but not in Canada? I love this. And so many brands that launch in Sephora but not the Canadian Sephora. I'll launch here and they'll launch like in TJ Maxx, but won't launch in TK Maxx here in the UK. Very frustrating. But yes, and congratulations to Dr. Idris. I actually really like her line. I think she's got some really good products. She's such a gorgeous, gorgeous person. Real kind, lovely, lovely person. Every interaction that I've had with her has been so good. She's such a nice person, deserves every success. So it's really nice that her Dr. Idris line is now available in Sephora. Unfortunately, with influencer brands, they hit Sephora and half of them do amazingly well and half of them do really badly. So some of them literally disappear from Sephora before they even arrive. Others do really, really well. So I hope hers is going to be one of the... I think hers is good enough that it will do really well. I think it's well formulated, it's eye-catching. Yeah, it was. I'm trying to think of the other ones in Sephora. I know Hiram, Selfless by Hiram didn't last in Sephora, unfortunately. Again, that's unfortunate because a lot of people really did like getting it from there, so I don't know why they pulled it, but they did. That one didn't work. But Naturium, where was Naturium launched? Was that Target? I think that was Target. That did phenomenally well. So I think it's a bit hit and miss. I think Dr. Idris is going to be a hit because she's lovely and yeah. We love her, and I wish her every bit of luck and success. But Adorable says, yeah, I heard Idris was in Sephora now. I might check that out. Nissa says, yeah, I think Niche Beauty Labs is from Spanish. Germany can't claim such good brands. Oh, we've got a bit of European competition here. I'm staying out of this. In the UK, we left. We left the EU. I'm staying out of it. I'm reserving my right to not comment. I do think a lot of countries in the EU have very good skincare brands. I won't list any because I'll offend some people. But yes, I do think Niche Beauty Labs, Transparent Lab, come from Spain. I do like a lot of the Spanish brands. So a lot of my family are in Gibraltar, which is at the south of Spain. And obviously we're going to Spain a lot. And I always love to look around the Spanish pharmacies. And they have a lot of really good brands, have a lot of very affordable brands. Yeah, I think Spanish brands... Yeah, there are some really good ones. I find Spanish marketing baffling. Every time I see it, I always think the way that they market, like, they always have some very, like, usually they have some very 80s style model, which honestly I'm not mad at. I think it's great, but like the big hair, the 80s holding up the product, and you can't tell whether that's like a billboard that's been up for like 30 years and they've not taken down, or whether it's actually new. That always baffles me, but it always intrigues me about the product. So the marketing works. But yeah, I think Spain has some really great brands, and I love a trip to a Spanish pharmacy. So many good finds. Suzanne says, congratulations on the new house, Rob. Hope we're near the lovely environment that you had designed. Thank you, Suzanne. It's going to be very quiet. It's in a very rurally place. It's going to be very quiet. Hopefully it's really lovely. We'll see. It's much better equipped for doing what I do. Like, there's a whole room for filming. There's a whole room for, like, there's office space and stuff. It's much better equipped. So hopefully that'll be good. Raccoon says, can you use vitamin C and retinol at night? You can, yes. Yeah, retinol and vitamin C, fine together. Patch test first, just to make sure you don't have any sensitivity, but yeah, you absolutely can. Blanche, I say, doesn't speak English, that's absolutely fine, my love. I will talk to you later, but if you just leave your comment in the main comments, I will reply to you in French. I'll just dust off my French and I will happily reply to you in French, my love. That we can easily do. Sweet Tea said, no, that's to Nissa. Thank you. Robin says, yes to all the fast food. Yeah, always fast food. When you're moving house, just live off pizza. There's no calories in fast food when you're moving house. That's the new law. Fristenberg says, I've decided to give a friend a Mad About Skin sunscreen as an Eid present. Hope it'll convert her to use Mad About Skin products. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you, Fristenberg. That is so, so kind. Hope she does. Yes, I should be saying, I know it's the start of Ramadan, happened on a couple of days ago. I think it was the 13th. So happy Ramadan to anyone who is celebrating, to anyone who's celebrating, fasting and enjoying. I think it's a month-long celebration, so yeah, sending you lots and lots of love. Pandorable says, Amy, I'm very impressed with your French, Amy. Can we just take a moment to appreciate Amy's French, which is par excellence, Amy. Very impressed. And thank you. Pandorable says, Raccoon, while there's a controversy about using vitamin C and retinol together, you can if you're not too sensitive. That's what I always say. Let's see. Eloise says, favourite brand, Mad About Skin. Thank you, Eloise. Thank you very, very much. Fristenberg says, Amy, I'm very impressed with your language skills. We are. I think every live stream we learn a new thing about Amy, and I never fail to come away super impressed by her. Putting that out there. Robin says, tempted to try the K-Secret Retinol Serum. It's very good. I do really love it. Jolene says, can the K-Secret sunscreen be used around the eyes without stinging? Yes. So I always caveat this when people ask this question. Yes, for me, but everyone has different eyes and different levels of sensitivity. So for me, it's absolutely fine. But if you've got hypersensitive eyes, be careful. But I've used mineral sunscreens around my eyes that sensitize me. So I think it's all personal. I would say play around with sunscreens till you find the one that works for you. Carolyn's great to see you, my love. Says, oh, I'm late. Hi, everyone. No, that is fine. Oh, said, held up by my Turkish neighbours offering me food. Oh, no. That is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Who wouldn't love to be offered Turkish food? That is absolutely fabulous. I love, one of my favorite things I love about that area of the world. So some of my in-laws are Greek, and you go to anywhere like Greece, Turkey, and places like that. You are force-fed whenever you visit someone's house. I love that. I love that. And the hospitality is second to none. So anyone watching from Turkey or Greece, sending lots of love. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. I've never ever been hungry. Let's just put it that way. And it's always so, so good. And the food's always delicious. So Carolyn's, that is a good excuse for being late, I think. Blanche says, good evening, my name's Blanche from France. I don't know why I'm on this video. No, you are welcome, my love. You're welcome. Using Google Translate to talk to you, could you say to me in French, bonsoir Blanche? Yes, I can happily say bonsoir Blanche. I hope all is amazing with you. And thank you for joining us. You're welcome. Whatever language people can do, you're welcome. I do worry that I've had some people in the past that say, that they're learning English or they're going through their English and they watching videos like this helps with their English. I do worry that people that do that might end up with a really Yorkshire accent. I don't think my English is that great. That I do worry, but you're very welcome, Blanche, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Eloise said, yes, rashes. I agree. Less is more. Yes, Eloise. Who's a pharmacist? So knows her stuff. Yeah, always less is more. Always less is more. Sweet Tea said, Mad About Skin is the only brand where I can use almost every product without causing an allergic reaction. Yay, thank you. Katya Roberts says, obviously you don't have to. I can never say no. But when you move to your, can we have a bathroom tour? Oh, yes, I would love that. I would happily do the full tour. I'll do the full tour, but I'll do the bathroom tour. So we can look in the cabinets, we can see all the skin. I'll actually have space to present things, so I will happily do that. Absolutely, no problem with that. Jan says, is the new K-Secret sunscreen the Soul 1988 one? I saw that one while I was searching today. It is, Jan. It's so good. It is so, so nice. It's like air. It feels like air. It's very, very lovely. I'd say it's similar to the Numbuzzin one in terms of texture and finish. It maybe is slightly dewier. You get a little bit more like glow from it, but it's very similar. So yeah, Eloise says, oh, and an antihistamine once daily, non-drowsy. Also a good idea. Always a good idea. Oh, Tom says every time an ad starts, the live stream jumps back to the very beginning. Very annoying. Oh, that's really annoying. I did manage to change the ad settings to less frequent. They won't let you remove ads from live streams. YouTube has taken away that feature. So I can't remove the ads, but they've let me do it less frequently, which I did manage to change before that. Suzanne said, do you think Sudocrem would help with chicken skin? We have an abundance of it. In theory, yes. Suzanne, putting a little lactic acid, then slapping on some Sudocrem, actually probably would work quite well. Probably would work quite well. Pandora says, it's okay if you're behind on the comments, Rob. We appreciate you taking the trouble to comment. Thank you. I am always behind. I do feel bad for being behind, but I'm doing my best. Where are we? Let's see where we are in the chat. Let's see. Oh, let me just see where. Suzanne said, "Moleless Rob is a happy Rob." This is it. This is my life. I'm going to have that as my autobiography title. Pandora Bill says, as much as y'all's NHS sucks from what you say, you're doing much better than the States. No, do you know what? I am very grateful. People are always down on the National Health Service here in the UK, and it doesn't suck. It's challenging. You know what? I think also sometimes you have to set your expectations. And I know people always bring the whole... When it comes to the NHS here, people always bring politics into it, which I know it's all a political thing. But, you know, it's always sniping about one party say they do it better, another party say they do it better, and we argue over it all. And I'm thinking... At the end of the day, governments have thrown billions of pounds at it. Whatever government have thrown billions and billions and billions. It keeps going up, and it's difficult. It's difficult. I think people want everything, and it's trying to do everything, and it is difficult to get an appointment. But I can tell you, we'll have a change of government later this year, probably. I don't know. Probably have one later this year. It'll still be the same. We'll still be complaining about the same things 2 years later. Nothing ever changes. But I always think with the NHS, it's not bad. If you were involved in an accident, you would be taken in a free ambulance to the hospital. You would be given exactly the treatment that you need, and you would be cared for right until the point at which you don't need any treatment anymore, and then you'd be discharged. That's pretty special. And the fact that we can go about our lives not worrying about having to pay for that sort of thing, it's there when you need it. I think sometimes where it is a little bit of a challenge is when you need less, like, immediate things, like you need a mole checked. You know, it's impossible to get an appointment to get a mole checked. But I'm telling you, if you were involved in an accident, you would have an ambulance like that, and they'd sort you out. So, you know what I mean? We are very, very fortunate. We're very, very fortunate to have it. I think we should be more appreciative. But it can be difficult to get an appointment if you like... if you like things like a mole check. But you know what? This is why I'm always happy to go private for that sort of thing, because it takes some of the pressure off other people that can't afford that, and I get to be seen quicker. So I think it's a win-win. So I'm always happy to do that. I just always am mindful that not everyone can afford it. So it is a challenge. It is a challenge, but it's one of those challenges. I think it doesn't matter. We could have in 20 governments' time, we'll still be having the same issues and the same conversations. Let's see. Let's see. Melody says, hello from Kentucky. Hello, Melody. Great to see you, my love. Eloise says, my GP in Durham was great with my dodgy mole. Did it on a 2-week wait. That's impressive. Might have helped it being on my boob, which is all good. It's true. I do think the location can help and things like that. But yeah, sometimes it's a little hit and miss, but I do always think we're fortunate to have what we have, you know. Is it perfect? No. But it's better than not having it. You know what I mean? I always try to see the positives. I am so far behind with my comments. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. Right, we've got another 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna blast through as many comments as possible. Oh, that's good. So health insurance in Germany covers a full skincare checkup once a year for free. That's really good. Just never had it done because I feel awkward disrobing. Right, so don't. Promise me next time you get offered it, you do it. Promise me, because I'm 100% sure. The disrobing, trust me, is a lot less embarrassing than having bits of you carved out when it goes wrong. Promise me you will have it done, because I would love it if in the UK we got an annual screening. I think it would probably be good because it'd prevent a lot of problems down the line. It'd probably save the NHS money, but it's not always possible with staffing. But yeah, promise me next time you're offered it, you will have it done. Promise me. Adorable says we're all skincare nerds here. Nerds unite. They're Yellow Paint. Love that name. So just wanted to say that I've been loving your antioxidant cream very much. Hoping the relaunch happens before I run out. Yeah, mate. It will. Don't worry. And yes, I'm very, very excited for the new packaging of it. It's going to be so good. Leslie, great to see you, my love. 4 a.m. Oh, that's dedication. Sending you lots and lots of love. Petra says, hi, Rob. I'd like to order from your website to an EU country. Will I be paying customs charges on my order? Kisses from Slovakia. Sending love to Slovakia. So we are paid VAT paid. So you won't be paying any VAT on it, Petra. There is always the risk of customs charges. Usually in Slovakia, we don't we get notified where custom charges have been added on. Very, 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 very rare that it happens. We can't say zero chance, but very, 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 very rare. And you won't be paying VAT, so the VAT is already accounted for. So Danny says, Rob, get a password manager app, a secure one. I need to do that, Danny. I do need to do that. Robin said, I tried the A313 cream and it seems stronger than prescription Trap. It is. I don't know what they put in there because on the face of it, that is a very mid to low strength retinol. But somehow the peeling you get from it is next level. I don't know how they do it, my love. I don't know how they do it. Where we are. John says Ultras do a 6% urea moisturizer. They do. I love Ultras, and their urea line also really, really good. That 6%, great if you've got sensitive skin. Thank you, John. Yeah, the benefits of urea are honestly crazy. Yeah, I agree. Always have it in my routine. I love it. Pandorable says the AHC is supposed to be good. It is. I really like it. And I was skeptical, but I do really like it. Karen, great to see you. Well, says, hi, Rob. Where are your skincare products manufactured? UK, Korea. So at the moment, Karen, they're manufactured in Turkey, which we are looking to bring the manufacturing to the UK, but currently manufactured in Turkey, which have a really great, honestly, I would recommend for any brand starting up to explore the Turkish market. They have such a great like chemical engineering, bioengineering, and just a general like chemistry sector that do so. Their formulations can be so good. Now we have the formulations. We are going to be bringing the manufacture to the UK. Catherine said, Rob, your hair looks great today. Did you get some highlights? No, actually, no, I didn't. I just had it cut. Nothing else changed. I haven't got any product in. Maybe it's that I slept and woke up and there's no product in. So maybe it looks lighter because there's no gel or anything in it. But thank you, Catherine. Thank you. Amy says, Dr. Idris used his baby butt cream on her face. That's where I got that hack from, Amy, actually. She's so good. I believe it. So Pandorable says, yeah, urea 10% or lower and you don't get the extreme exfoliating. It is much better for sensitive skin for sure. Suzanne said, finally tried the ordinary glycolic acid on my feet. Wow, silky fresh tootsies. You're welcome for the tip, Suzanne. You are welcome for the tip. Yeah, Eloise says, urea, great for the feet, especially 25% plus for really hard skin. 10% everywhere else. Absolutely. Fully endorse that. I think that's a great approach. Hellsville says, thanks, Rob. Hand cream is 70% cheaper than face cream. Always is. Often the same formulation. Always is. Try says, when I purchase the Mad About Skin, there's no extra custom charges as long as the order is less than 150 euros. I live in Denmark. This is true. Different countries will have different like bandings and amounts for customs. So just be aware of your own country's rules and regulations, and that should make it easier to order and avoid any risk of extra customs. Danny says, we're going to miss the closet as the background. Yes, we're going to go up in the world, Danny. We're going to have a proper professional background. I know. It won't be the same, will it? It won't be the same. It was funny, though, when we were selling this house, deciding on whether to sell or rent, and had some people come around to look, and one person was like, oh, I didn't want to make it weird, but yeah, I've watched some of your videos, and when I went and looked around the room, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I was like, oh god. That was lovely to say, but really? But yeah, that was quite sweet. So famous bit of shelving. There you go. So Suzanne says, Rob, you're gonna make me cry. Thanks for your never-ending support. Oh, don't be daft. Don't be daft, Suzanne. You always have my support, and yeah, we can kind of be new house besties. We can we'll be moving at similar times. We can share each other's pain of the move. Danny says, I thought I still had a backup of the lip balm. That's not the case. Now I have to wait. My lips love that product. It's coming, Danny. It's coming. Do not worry. John says, I'm loving Copper Peptides as you're coming out soon. John, it's available for pre-order now. It'll be on general sale next week, and I cannot wait. Robin says, don't forget to like the live, everyone. Yes, we've got another 10 minutes to go on the live. Oh, I'm going to have a sip of this tea. While I do, minimize the chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress, and then, honestly, you'll have endless amounts of love from me. Right, I'm going to take a sip of this tea. Drank that a bit quick. Marion, great to see you, my love. Thoughts on the Medicube age booster device? Oh, I saw Dr. Dre do a video on it. Very tempted to try it out. Sorry. Inhaled that tea. So yes, Marion, very interested to try it out. I'm going to give it a go. I will report back. Suzanne says, those are some words to live by, Rob. Check your moles, check your car. This is true. If I can impart 2 pieces of wisdom to you guys, check your moles, check your car's locked. Done. That's all I've got to offer you people. And I do, and I think we should have that on t-shirts. Gabrielle says, I'm tuning in so late. Don't worry, my love. We are glad to have you here. So just saying hi from Texas. Sending lots of love to a stormy Texas. Amy says, criminals need good skin too. Oh, Amy. Oh, I bet they're there with their smooth skin, with their free stolen retinol. Do you know what? I hope they enjoy it. You never know. They might enjoy it so much that they repurchase it. They purchased it in the first point. They stole it. You know what I mean? Jen says, those used gym boxers will be on eBay by now. Oh my gosh, I said to that to Tom. I was like, I rang up the non-emergency report a crime line, not because I particularly cared, but I was like, I'll report it just in case it's happened to other people. And she said, oh, what's been lost? And I was like, literally 3 bits of skincare and some used boxes in my gym bag. And she was like, oh, they sell them online now. Great. So I'm going to have to trawl the dark web to find my own underwear for sale. No. Jan, if you see them, alert me. I'll have to buy them back. Suzanne said, those thieves will hopefully not follow the instructions and will end up peeling and rash it. Fingers crossed, Suzanne. I'm hoping for a heavy purge. You guys make me laugh so much. Scott says, I'm trying to ignore the underwear thief topic. I don't want to get banned. Scott, yes, it's best to avoid it. It's always when we have an annoyance in our life, it's best to laugh about it, and this is lifting my spirits, and I can move on with Sweet Tea with his Sweet Tea says with her panty thieves. True. Amy says, oh, to be a guy and to be able to wake up from a nap, slap on some skincare and look great. Oh, I don't know, Amy. I think this is good lighting. This is mainly good lighting. Normally, when I'm getting ready for an event, it's like building a boat. It takes a lot of construction. Ashley said, what is a good alternative to pure vitamin C? I would recommend vitamin C derivatives. They work well in the long term, less irritating, and I love vitamin C derivatives. So good. Pandora Blori beat me to it. Yeah, THD, one of the best out there. Let's see. Scott, Tom, I can't read Tom's comment out now. This is where we will actually get banned. You guys have me laughing so much. But Tom, I can't read that out. Jan said, oh, Rob, sorry about your car. It reminds me when someone stole my daughter's nappy bag out of the back of my car. There was a used diaper in it. Guess I was so disappointed with that. I know. I think, Jan, it's just the world coming back to bite these people on the you-know-what. That's all I can say. Robin says, maybe the thieves will love the retinol oil and tell their non-thief friends. True. Sales could skyrocket. You know, we don't know. Oh, thank you, Katja Robert says, if you do a pop-up shop, I'll fly to London from Germany. Oh, thank you very much. I'd love to do it. I would love to do it as a reason to meet lots of people and, talk to people about the brand, the products. Logistically, it might take a lot, but I'd love to do it. Pandora said, yeah, if a thief stole my bag, they found a lot of skincare they wouldn't care about. Oh, this is true. Eloise says a tactile finish is easier to grab open with serum hands too. This is true. I'm going to say, Eloise, that's why we designed it that way. The products are designed to have a tactile finish so they're easier to open. I am actually a huge advocate of making things. Some people have motor issues. Some people have disabilities. They have motor issues. They have limited mobility. Some people just find it difficult to get caps off. I think we should make our products as accessible as possible, and so yeah, actually that's an unintended consequence of that hopefully they'll be easier for people to open. Suzanne says, about skin macarena. Have I missed something? I think I've missed something. Someone said something about oranges. I've lost where I am, but you've got me in a fit of giggles, so that's all I care about. I've definitely missed something. Kevin says, do you like Good Molecules? I do. I wish they were easier to get hold of here in the UK, but everything I've tried from them I love, and the price point is divine. Sweet Tea said, I shall wait as long as needed, my patience shall be rewarded. Dancing emojis. That I've definitely missed something. Tom says that maybe there'll be a Macarena at 100k subscribers. Should I save it? Should I save it for the launch live stream? The relaunch live stream? I think I feel like I should. I feel like there should be a reason to tune into that, and the Macarena might be it. Kitty, great to see you. Sending love to Greece. Kitty, I was just praising Greece and all of its wonderful culinary hospitality and food, and then you pop up, Kitty. We love you. Let's see. Sea Shines, great to see you, my love. Says, hey there, asking for a friend. Always good. If one only gets one skincare routine a day in the morning with actives and not wearing makeup, what would you use? What would I use? I would probably go in. Obviously, cleansing is key. If you're doing it once a day, get a really good cleanser. I would never be without my Line. I would use the Geek and Gorgeous Vitamin C because I get a beautiful glow up from that. I would use the Mad About Skin Serum when it's back in stock because that kind of contains everything I need without making it too heavy. And I would finish with the Urea Serum from Transparent Lab, and I would top it all off. If I can't choose my own moisturizer and sunscreen, I would top it all off with the Numbuzzin sunscreen. That would be my morning routine. Nissa says, yay, red is my favourite colour and I love the moisturiser. So it's win-win. I hope you will absolutely love it. Sweet Tea said, I'm thinking Rob like he did it just for me. I did, Sweet Tea. I absolutely did. Jade said, the only moisturiser that doesn't seem to give me close comedones is aloe vera. Great option. I love aloe vera. But I have dry skin in the winter, which isn't good enough. What should I do? Well, you could always try putting multiple layers on with a spritz of a hydrator in between. Aloe vera is actually a humectant, so it'll draw in the moisture. So if you put aloe vera on, wait till it sinks in, spritz with a hydrating spray, put another layer on, you might find, actually, you get a lot more hydration from it. That could be the top tip to make that work. Hopefully that helps, Jade. Ashley says, do you still use mandelic acid? I do when my skin is super sensitive. I have it on standby for those super sensitive moments when I still want to exfoliate, yes. It's great for sensitive skin. I just find lactic acid works a little better for me. That's personal choice, but mandelic acid is really good for those super sensitive days. So Danny says, thank God I can now take the train from the Netherlands to London. See you there. Oh, thank you, Danny. That would be yeah. that would be my dream. Like, I would be starstruck. If I met Danny in person, I would actually be starstruck. I actually would be starstruck. I wouldn't know what to do. CT said, Amy, you did it for Nissa too, plus just has good taste. Done. Yeah, Jan says, I've just started multitasking using my LED mask after I hit the snooze button on the morning. The snooze time is almost the exact time on the mask. Jan, that's meant to be. Instead of snoozing, throw your LED mask on, sit back for 15 minutes, done. That is possibly... Jan has come up with some of the best hacks I've ever had. She's outdone herself. That is the best hack I've ever heard. The conversations have gone to a totally different level. You guys make me laugh so much. I actually rewatch these live streams just so I can kind of take part in the comments that I miss because I have to skim over. I actually rewatch just for all of these. Suzanne says, I love the tamarind oil in the Great Barrier Relief Serum from Crave. The smell was so good. It's got a unique smell. I personally like it. I know a lot of people don't. Telly Dan says, Rob, what are your thoughts on Glow Recipe? Have you tried the new Cloudberry Toner Essence? I like the look of a lot of their products. I think they're overpriced. I don't like the amount of fragrance in them, but I do like the formulation. So I might explore a little bit more now from Glow Recipe because they do have some great products. Marley, great to see you, my love. Says, sorry I'm late for the live. Hope everyone is well and the peptide launch was successful. Very successful. Way more successful than I expected it to be. We're now in the process of getting everything ready to ship all the products out. And yes, so it's on limited quantities is the peptide serum, and we've sold through a significant amount already, let's put it that way. Let's see, Mally says, when is the rebrand coming? Imminently. I've got to sort out a few last bits that are taking a little longer than planned, but we are getting there. We are in the final straight. So frustrating, yet so exciting, all at the same time. Robin says, is it okay to do your evening skincare routine with actives, then do an LED mask, or should you do the routine after? I would do the routine after. I think that's generally what dermatologists recommend. It's up to you. I don't think there's a huge difference, but I would probably do the LED mask, then your skincare routine after, my love. Lucky Nico says, can I shave my peach fuzz and use tretinoin, or is there a better option to remove facial hair? You could do that. I would probably not do it in the same thing because shaving and the tretinoin could be a little bit too sensitizing. I would do one or the other. Matt says, I know ISDIN is a Spanish brand. Oh, I did not know that. I will check them out. Thank you, Matt. Thank you so much. Amy said, Rob, when is the housewarming party? Will you be sending out individual invites? Oh, Amy, you should have got your invite by now. Yeah, it's the Rob's Sharia Macarena party. If you haven't got your invite, reach out. If it doesn't come in the next week, reach out and I'll reissue your invite. But yeah, it's going to be Sharia Macarena all evening, and it's going to be, everyone's going to have a gay old time. That I can promise. Rosie K, hope I pronounced that right, says, what do you think about oils such as jojoba for cleansing oils instead? Oh, I do like an oil cleanser. I think they can be a bit thick. They're great for getting heavy makeup off, multiple layers of SPF and things, but I think they can be a little thick for just general cleansing, for me at least. Let's see. Eloise said, I gained a stone visiting Turkey. Yeah. I went to Turkey a few bits ago, and yeah. Eloise, you're not on your own there. Pandorable says, yeah, Robert, you're going to start an only skin mode. Yeah, no. Not anytime soon. I don't think the world's ready for that. Sweet Tea said, yeah, my mum used to cook like she was feeding an arm. It's so good. I love the over catering. I love countries that over cater are my absolute favourite. Kerr says, here's a tip. If sunscreen skins your upper eye area, use an SPF lip balm. This is true. Actually, do you know what? I see people do that and it's so good because it sticks better, so it's less likely to run into the eye. That is a really great tip. I would definitely recommend that. Kitty says, I love your accent. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you. And Matt says, yes, you have a wonderful English accent, Rob. I'm very proud of my accent and I'm very proud of where I come from, but I don't think it's the most authentic English accent. Amy says, Rob has an accent. Oh, Amy, you've been watching the channel too much if you think this is what an English accent is. Suzanne, I can't read your comment out. So Pandorable says he sounds posh. Oh gosh, no, I am very far removed from posh. I have a full-on, like, I'm from Leeds, which is in Yorkshire, which is like the north of England. I have a very, very strong Yorkshire accent, but I like to pretend I'm posh, so it'll do. Robin says, I tried an English accent once in a coffee shop and everyone looked at me funny. Thought I was, they were going to ask me where I was from. I was going to say Yorkshire. Well, Yorkshire is officially the best part of the UK. I am biased because it's where I'm from and it is amazing. We do the best Yorkshire puddings, obviously. We do the best gravy, goes without saying. And Yorkshire has some of the best scenery. I am very biased though. There are also lovely, beautiful places in the rest of the UK. Let's see. Sweet Tea says, my goal every stream is to make Rob blush or roll his eyes without getting trouble from Tom. You usually achieve that, love. You usually achieve that. Gabriella says, I'm from Bulgaria, which is close to Turkey and Greece. Yes, I heard a rumour from a friend who's Bulgarian. She told me that Turkish Delight, which is that beautiful, like, rose, doesn't have to be rose, but it's usually rose flavoured, gelatinous, sweet, that's so good, actually originates from Bulgaria. I don't know if that's true or not, if that's just a Bulgarian telling me that. But if it is, that makes me love Bulgaria so much because it's one of my favourite sweets. So Gabriella says, I'm from Bulgaria. I've told my husband, who's American, that he can't say no when people offer him food when we visit. Just be prepared to do lots of eating. Yeah, this is true. When I went to see like the in-laws family in, from my brother's in-laws side of the family in Greece, it was, let's just say, a food feast. And I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Suzanne says, thank you for the lactic acid pseudocreme idea. I will try it. Thank you so much. You let me know what you think, Suzanne. We can experiment together. In Poland, you have to say like no 3 times before they'll stop offering you food. So in the UK, we're not that like food heavy. But one thing that sticks in my mind is years ago, I must have been about 18 or 20. I brought a boyfriend home that was relatively new. We'd been dating like a week or two. It was like 3 or something. And brought him home. First place to meet my gran. And up north, you don't say no to a cup of tea. And he just generally didn't like tea. So my gran was like, oh, lovely to meet you. I'll put the kettle on. What, do you want a tea? And he was like, no, I'm fine. She was like, are you sure? And he was like, no, honestly, I'm fine, thank you. And he was like, oh, are you definitely sure? And he was like, yeah, honestly. Then she said, Rob, can I have a word? Okay, and I said, yes. She was like, he's just too embarrassed to say he wants a tea, isn't he? I'll make him a tea. I was like, no, Grant, he doesn't like tea. He doesn't want tea. He doesn't like tea. Oh, okay. Then she came in with a cup of tea and put it by the side of him and went, I'll just leave that there in case you do fancy it. No obligation, just in case you fancy it. I was like, really? So we don't do that with food, but we do it with tea. My gran will never let you turn down a cup of tea. Let's see. Pandora says, oh yeah, back to the NHS thing. The ambulance cost here is £1,000. I couldn't afford to be ill. At that price, I couldn't afford to be that. Scott says, yes, pearls clutched. Sweet Sea said, that is so cool. Castles and Wildlands are my favourite trains. It does sound lovely where Suzanne and Jan have moved. I hope they're so happy there. It sounds absolutely amazing. For sure. Where are we at? I'm going to go another 5 minutes to get as many comments because I'm enjoying these comments. Let's see. Divish says, can we use the non-buzzing vitamin concentrate serum with hydroquinone cream? You can. If the hydroquinone cream has been prescribed, just double check with the prescriber. I always recommend that anyway. Just double check with the prescriber. Jill says, only one ad break for me so far. Oh, you're doing well. Maybe we've got the ads a little bit... Tom says you're lucky, Jill. Okay, maybe less so in Canada. Pandora says, yeah, it started over 3 times a week. That's really frustrating. I don't know why it does that. That's really frustrating. Jill said it's also not jumping back from the start. So maybe it's different countries, it's different things. That's quite annoying if it is doing that. I can't turn the adverts off, unfortunately. I've made them as minimum as YouTube will allow me, but they won't let you turn it off. Let's see where we are. Stephanie, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Marley says, will you be doing a video review of Theramid and other Transparent Lab products? I have got so many of their products on order. I'm ordering some more in their sale. I'm going to do a full brand review. Do not worry. Full brand review. Sweet Tea said in West Virginia, they have lots of mines and caves to visit. I would love to do that. I would love to go cave exploring. Tom says, now everyone's going to want a paddle. I think I've missed something in the comments. I think I've missed something. What do you think are the best CeraVe products? Slay Girl, not a big fan of CeraVe. I think their products are overpriced. I think they do test on animals, which I'm not a fan of, and they do have a lot of niacinamide in all their products, which I don't think is great. If I had to choose the best product, their salicylic acid cleanser is genuinely one of the best salicylic acid cleansers on the market, so I will say that. So that would be my favourite from them, if I was going to buy from them. Suzanne says, Rob and the Mad About Skin family are the best medicine to cure any bummer moods. Best time is Mad About Skin live stream time. I love how much fun you guys have. I have so much fun. I love that you guys have so much fun. That makes me so happy, Suzanne. Tina said, sad, I just checked a No Boots collagen serum in the US Target. I do see some of their other products. Pacifica is a really nice collagen. Boots are expanding into Target. They've got an agreement, so more products should be coming imminently. Lots of paddle emojis. I think I've missed something. I'm gonna have to go back and see this. I'm sure it's something outrageous. So Lynch says, sorry about the bag. Sending love. Thank you, my love. Thank you. I know it's annoying, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But thank you very, very much. Stephanie says, lots of love to Canada. Sending love to Canada. Pandora says, West Virginia Mountain Mama. I love that. See where we are. Now I'm singing Country Roads. Yeah, now I am singing Country Roads. Amy says, YouTube seriously needs to get an act together. I agree, Amy. I think I think we should do I think we should work out there is a thing where I don't know why they make you have ads. Why they make you have ads in live streams. There is a thing where they do this thing, they're promoting this thing called channel membership, where you can charge a fee to be a member of a channel, and then they don't get adverts on your videos. It's similar on channel videos. It's similar to like the YouTube Premium thing, but different. So it only applies to a specific channel. And if we do that, then you don't get ads if you sign up to that. But I don't want to be that person that's like, yeah, even if I think the minimum you can charge is like $1. I don't even want to do that though, because it just sounds really like, I don't want to do that. So I've been avoiding that, but I think it's to kind of get people to sign up to that, which we don't have for this channel. I don't plan on doing, but I think that's the way they want you to use that to get around it. I think. I might be wrong. Where are we? Let's see. See. Oh, I have definitely lost where we are. Oh, here we are. So Suzanne said Rob just gets younger because of all the laughs he gets from live stream. It is true. You know, laughter is one of the best cures for everything, and it's definitely anti-aging. So Suzanne, this is taking me years off me. I'll be glowing to the gods for the rest of the week. Pandora Will says, yeah, Rob's aging in reverse. That's the goal. That's the goal. Amy is also on Team Turkish Delight. I love Turkish Delight. Sweet Tea said everyone is invited to West Virginia. Bring beer and fried tomatoes snack on. Ooh, that sounds good. Sign me up. Sign me up. Danny says well, yes, he's gorgeous. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. It is just good lighting. It's just good lighting. Hell says, I love your gran. I love my gran. She's great, but never, ever. It's easier to accept a cup of tea from her and to pour it into the pot plant than it is to say no. That's my recommendation. Sweet Tea's bringing the rum cake. Yes. And Danny's bringing the tequila and chili powder. Oh, this is going to be a wild trip. I'm there. Tom, I can't read out that. I think those might actually be real places, but I'm not reading that out, Tom. I think those might be real places. Robin says, never refuse a brew. This is true. This is just good life advice. I can't read those names out, Tom. That made me laugh so much. I can't read any of these comments out. Amy says, I don't think it's an ad issue. YouTube's having ad issues all over with live starting over. Oh, that's really annoying. That is really annoying. Right, I can't read any of those comments out, so we're officially at the end of the comments. Hooray! I can't say. So I've got to the end of the comments. I can't read half of what's just been put out there, but it's made me laugh, and I will reread it after this live stream and get a real chuckle out of it. Oh, I love you guys so much. Thank you. I love it how we start so professional and skincare and official, and then it just descends into chaos, which I love. They're the best live streams. This, I'm going to say, has been the best live stream ever. The time has gone by so quickly. I have never enjoyed a live stream. We've been on an hour and 45 minutes. I've never enjoyed a live stream this much, and it's been so lovely to spend the evening with you guys. It's just exactly what I needed. Thank you all for being fabulous. Have a wonderful Saturday. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Stay fabulous, everyone, and I love you all so much. Love you guys. Bye.